You missed Etsy in 2012, you missed Shopify dropshipping in 2016, and you missed Bitcoin in 2017. Do not miss remote triaging in 2025. Don't miss remote triaging in 2025. Now, if you clicked on this video, welcome. My name is Kekoa MacAuley, CEO, founder of Modern SDR. And in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the best income system that you can start using, whether you're age 18 all the way up to age 50 and even, higher as well. I know some people in their 70s that are implementing and leveraging this income system as well. So how does remote triaging work, and how can you actually start tapping into this industry in 2025? Well, as you may know right now, everything is about attention. Everything on social media these days is about how many eyeballs can you get on a video, how many eyeballs can you get onto a social media platform. And the reason for this is because these big social media giants, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all of these big platforms, they all capitalize off of the eyeballs and advertisements that they can put onto these platforms. So YouTube, right? Instagram and TikTok, although TikTok might be getting shut down. I'm not really sure the TikTok logo, but let's say that's TikTok, right? They all make a ton of money from the eyeballs and attention. This is supposed to be an eyeball. From the eyeballs and attention, right, that go onto their social media platforms. Now, what a lot of people don't realize what is happening behind the scenes is that there's a ton of creators actually capitalizing and making tons of money, literally 6, 7, 8 figures, per year, just posting these videos online. So we have a bunch of creators these days. See these all these stick people, these are creators, and they're making cash hand over fist, right? Posting online. Now, the reality is that it's pretty difficult to become one of these creators, to have viral content, to know what resonates with an audience, everything like that. And the majority of creators, I'd say about 99% of creators, don't actually make that much money. They make, maybe $100 here, $100 there, right? But not many creators actually make enough money to live on, right? So what do the 1% of creators do differently? What does this 1% of creators, what do these guys do differently than all of these folk over here? So what these guys do is that they actually provide some sort of service or product online. And normally this is a very expensive product. So it's not just making a couple $100 from like AdSense or sponsorships, right? Which 99% of creators do, right? But instead they're tapping into the online education industry where they're selling $5,000 plus products and services, right? So this is, think of coaching, maybe it's teaching people how to learn a new language. Maybe it's teaching travel hacks, right? Travel hacks, languages, maybe it's fitness, maybe it's dating, right? So there's a ton of these programs online, which when you compare them to the cost of university these days, college, private schools, right? I mean, $5,000 is pretty freaking cheap compared to, a college education for $200,000. So if I can go and actually pay one of these online creators who know a lot about coaching or teaching languages or how to, attract women or guys or how to get, in shape with fitness, right? Or how to travel for less money. Well, I'm much more willing to spend $5,000 to go speak to one of these creators and buy their program, right? And the reality is that this industry is only expanding, right? Forbes expects this online education industry, where this 1% of creators are actually going into, right, to be worth over $500 billion by the year 2027. So the question now becomes, how can you start tapping into these creators? How can you start tapping into working with, right, these 1% of creators? Well, if I flip over to the other side of my whiteboard, I can actually show you how. Now, how do a lot of these creators monetize? Well, we know that they have a $5,000 product, and let's say this is like a fitness product, right? Let's say this is a fitness product, right? And there's some creator, John, he's selling online, right? Well, John, as the business owner, he's creating content. He's trying to run marketing funnels. He's trying to build, websites. He's trying to sell all these people and enroll them into his program. Then he's trying to provide customer results, right? He's trying to make sure that they're seen, right? There has to be customer support. There's tons of different things that this John character, right, has to do. He has 20 to 40 different skills that he must need to learn, right, to actually get started and doing something like this. So being someone like John is really stressful, right? And as a beginner, someone just getting into this online space, someone who is, between the ages of 18 to 50, if you're watching this video, or even, up to your 70s. I mean, if you're looking for the best income system, trying to be like John is really fucking hard, truly, right? You do not want to be this guy selling his product. You do not want to be the guy selling a $5,000 fitness program, right? Where you have to learn 20 different skills. Instead, you want to go straight to the money, right? And actually help John. You want to partner up. This is you. You want to partner up with John to sell this product. And you're going to take a ton of the money as well, which is 10 to 20% for helping John make this sale. Because what John has to understand, right, is that he has maybe his videos over on YouTube, right? His videos then send people to what we call an opt-in page, right? This is where we're getting like name. And this is, this could be like the opt-in, right? So this is name, email, phone number, right? YouTube, opt-in, name, email, phone number, right? And then this takes us to what we call a VSL, so a video sales letter. Then this takes us to a calendar. And then that takes us to money, right? So John is responsible for building out all these websites. He's responsible for making the videos, responsible for setting up like all the automations over here, right? And he's responsible for doing the content, right? But the biggest thing that he needs is he needs someone like yourself to actually tap in and be the person. That's a really shitty stick figure. But he needs someone to come in and tap in and actually sell this product for him. Because without sales, none of the content that he's making, none of these other skills that he has, right? None of these other things really matter. Because if he can't sell his $5,000 fitness programs, then his business is not going to be alive for very long at all, right? He's not going to make money. So if you can come in, you tap in, you take your 10 to 20%, right? I mean, John's going to be more than happy to pay you $500 to $1,000 to help him sell a $5,000 product, right? And you might be watching this video and you're like, Kekoa, why not just be John? I mean, I'm making $5,000. But what you don't realize is that John, out of this $5,000, right, has to pay a 3% processing fee to Stripe. So of that, he's paying like $150, right? Maybe he had to spend some ads. So on a normal P&L statement, so normal profit and loss statement, that'd be like 25% of that money is going towards ads, right? So he's spending another, $12.50 on ads. Then maybe he's probably paying for some like softwares to post on YouTube, right? So maybe he has his like video editing softwares, whatever, right? So he's probably paying another like $300. Maybe he's paying for like a video editor as well, right? And right, here's the kicker, is that sometimes people like John will spend $1,200 on ads and they won't have any return. Like this literally might just be being lit on fire. I don't know how to draw fire, but like this $1,250 literally might just go in the trash, right? So there's a ton of risk running a business. This is a really shitty fireplace right there. And then he also has to pay the sales guys, right? Which might be, $500 to $1,000. And there's probably going to be like other expenses as well, right? That might be like another 1K. So John has to do all of this shit, right? To sell his $5,000 course, right? John has to do all of this stuff to sell his $5,000 course, and he might make less. John might make less money than you do, right? I mean, because he's paying you, and you just have to know one skill. You just have to know how to sell and enroll someone into his program or service, and you make a hell of a piece of pie, right? So how does this sales process work? How can you actually start tapping into this as well and capitalize off the people like John, right? Well, there's generally 5 steps to a sales process, right? And I have some other videos. If you click the top link in the description, I have some other videos that break this down, right? But you have your intro / like rapport. Then we have our discovery, right? Intro, rapport, discovery. Then we have pitch. Spelled pitch wrong. We have pitch. Then we have price drop and like temp checks. Then we have objection handling, right? So we have intro, rapport, discovery, pitch, price, objection handling, right? And this is something we obviously teach a lot more about inside of our modern SDR programs, where we're actually teaching you everything that you need to know about remote triaging and online sales, right? But essentially, if you can walk someone through this process, right, understanding current situation. So I kind of have this like graph. So this is current situation. This is where they are now. So this is current. And then this is goal, like desired situation, right? So you want to figure out current situation, goal situation, desired situation, and you want to figure out what this gap is, right? What is stopping them from achieving their current situation? If this is a fitness offer, right, then maybe it's, hey, I'm overweight or I'm skinny and I want to go make, gain muscle. I want to lose weight, right? And then what's stopping them? Well, if you sell, let's say the ketogenic diet, right? Well, maybe the ketogenic diet is ultimately the solution for like why all the things that they've tried in the past have not worked. Is keto, right? I feel like my handwriting's gotten worse throughout this whole video, but if you can show them that your product, the $5,000 keto course, is ultimately going to bridge the gap from where they are now to where they want to be, right? Then you can be the person that's tapping in, taking their piece of the pie, the $500 to $1,000, right? And essentially helping John sell more of these products. So how do you hit 100K a year? How do you hit the glorious 6 figures a year doing this? Well, you just break it down. I mean, heck, if you're making $1,000 a sale, right? Let's say you do a setting call, you do a closing call, so you do the whole sales process for John, right? Which is literally just following this whole process, right? Well, that's 10 sales a month. 10 sales a month, 12 months out of the year, 120 sales, you're making $120,000 a year doing that, right? So instead of crying, right? Instead of crying that we missed Etsy in 2012, instead of crying that we missed drop shipping in 2016, instead of crying that we missed, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, all these cryptocurrencies back in 2017 and 2021, you can lock in here in 2025, grab your iPhone, grab your laptop, and start learning this skill of remote triaging and online sales, where you can start capitalizing on all of the attentions that platforms like YouTube, like Instagram, like TikTok, right? TikTok might get banned, so this might be YouTube and Instagram, but you can start capitalizing on the attention that all of these platforms are getting. And instead of trying to be a creator who doesn't make money, right? And instead of trying to work with 99% of the creators that are also, broke and don't have any money to their name, you can start working with the 1% of creators, the ones that sell $5,000 coaching packages, travel packages, fitness packages, language packages, dating packages and courses online, right? And you can ultimately take them through, right? Nurturing, educating them more about the video and the product or service they sell, right? And then use this 5-step framework, intro, rapport, discovery, pitch, price, objection handling, right? To take them from their current situation to their goal situation, where you come in and you're making 6 figures a year, right? Completely remote. So if that sounds cool, then share this with a friend, or don't. Maybe you want to gatekeep the information, right? Don't share it, but keep it to yourself. Keep subscribing, right? Subscribe down below so you can stay up to date with more of these. I'm doing daily videos right now. And, right, if you want to work more with myself as well as our team and the other 1,800 plus people that are already doing this and already taking some of Joe's money, right, for themselves, then you can tap the top link in the description, or you can message me YouTube over on Instagram, and I'll send you over another bonus training to help you get started. But it is now snowing. There's a massive snow here. There's a massive snow in Toronto. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the snow is starting to come down. So I'm going to go enjoy that. We're going to head into town today. But I wish you guys the best. Like, comment, subscribe, follow everything I just taught you here, and I'll see you in the next one.